Running NVDA dial. Minimum NVDA dialog. License agreement grouping. License agreement edit read-only multi-line. NVDA license.
Okay, so I started downloading NVDA because I wanted to
Desktop.
do some testing with NVDA as well as JAWS, and I just kind of wanted to show the process of installing NVDA. When the installer downloaded, it kind of came up with like a fanfare of synth music just to kind of indicate that something was happening, which is a good thing for a non-sighted user to be able to hear that something's happening. And then it automatically started talking before it even really installed the software. And so now we're on the license agreement, and I'm just going to kind of I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and I'm just going to walk through these steps so we can just hear how the developers have configured the installer to be friendly for people who need to use a screen reader.
Blank. NVDA is available under the GNU General Public License version 2. Exception. The exceptions, I agree checkbox not checked Alt plus A.
Okay, it doesn't give me instructions for what to do with this checkbox, so I guess generally when we're interacting with stuff, we're using the enter key or maybe the space bar. So I'm going to try the space bar first and see if it does anything.
Space. Checked.
Okay, so it gave me an indicator that I did something. So I guess I'll tab to try and enter it.
Install NVDA on this computer button Alt plus I.
Okay,
Install
there we
NVDA
go.
dialog. To install NVDA to your hard drive, please press the continue button. Use NVDA on the Windows logon screen checkbox checked Alt plus L.
Okay, I don't want that, so I'm going to try and uncheck it using the space bar.
Space.
Okay.
Not checked. Create continue button. Secure desktop.
Okay, so the installer has moved the focus to Windows account control, and I don't see, I'm flying blind here, no pun intended. I don't know what's happening, so I don't know if I'm in a what's known as a cursor lock situation, which means that my cursor has become trapped. Cursor trap, you know, I can't do anything. So let's see if that's what the case is. I could try to tab through whatever's happening. Tab. And of course, it's not reading or giving me any information. So at this point, I would probably not know what's going on because I'm not getting any audio indicator of my interactions with the computer. So at this point, I would either just do something randomly, like just hit the enter key, or I would try and get somebody who was sighted to come over and help me figure out what buttons to push.
Installing NVDA dialog. Please wait while NVDA is being installed.
Okay.
Installing NVDA. Installing NVDA.
Okay, so I've got a audio status indicator of the bar. It, it's kind of blinking, beeping intermittently and telling me that it's doing something. And it also announced what it was doing. So it is a little bit annoying to listen to, especially when we can
Success
see it.
dialog. Successfully installed NVDA. Please press OK to start the installed copy. In
Okay.
Welcome to NVDA dialog. Welcome to NVDA. Most commands for controlling NVDA require you to hold down the NVDA key while pressing other keys. By default, the numpad insert and main insert keys may both be used as the NVDA key. You can also configure NVDA to use the caps lock as the NVDA key. Press NVDA plus N at N.
Okay, so that's a lot like JAWS, and obviously uh, there are going to be some conventions. You know, you use the same reading technique to read a magazine or a newspaper, so it stands to reason that we would kind of have standard keystrokes between these two key readers. And I found that those conventions kind of hold true with VoiceOver as well. I haven't tried any of the other screen readers. VoiceOver for Apple, Mac, and then NVDA and JAWS for PC. And NVDA is free; it's donationware. And this time around, it doesn't sound like the guy has got like a really obnoxious Australian accent, which is something that a lot of people dislike about it. So
Show this dialog. Show this dialog when
I'm going to use
option use cap. Welcome to NVDA.
I'm going to use the caps lock as the NVDA modifier
Automatically
key.
start and
So that would be the
options.
same as JAWS. So I'm going to go
Well,
ahead and
okay,
install it that
okay.
way.
NVDA usage data desktop.
Okay, now NVDA is running, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right here because I don't want it to be too long. So that's how NVDA has programmed their installer program to help the non-sighted user.